Today is your final day to kind of keep going through the curriculum guides. Take some notes. Again, we need some notes over each of the units we reviewed. Yesterday, you got access to kind of our last units, units 7, 8, and 9, 1900 today. Again, if you didn't finish that, if you haven't finished any of your notes, you need to get that stuff squared away today. Tonight, before midnight, we do have your final notebook check of the year, which is pretty sweet. All it is the notes that you've taken of the curriculum guide. Now, unit 1 and 2 notes from last week, pretty much as long as you got some notes, you're fine. But for each of these other units, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, I need at least 5 things. If you're taking the AP exam, hopefully these are 5 things that you know that you need to study up a little bit more. If you're not taking the AP exam, at least demonstrate that you at least looked over the material. And again, if you get this in, it should be pretty easy. It's not that bad of a notebook check. I will average that together with your first notebook check from last week, and that will be your third and potentially final test grade of the 6 weeks. Also tonight, a couple opportunities are going to expire. If you asked to do a retake of the DCA from last week, that is going to close tonight. Also, the extra credit, the Unit 9 personal progress check on AP Classroom, that's going to close tonight at 11:45. Tomorrow, unfortunately, I'm not going to be here, but it's going to be pretty straightforward. You're going to have your periodization quiz. Okay, all it is you're going to have a number of questions, and I'm still ironing it out. It's quite a few. I would say at least 50, at most 70. But it's pretty straightforward. It's not so much questions, it's you'll read a statement, okay, of something that happened that we've studied in this class. Your answer choices are just the time periods, 1200 to 1450, 1450 to 1750, 1750 to 1900, and 1900 to today. If you guys can get this done on time, and really you should get this done in class. It's not going to take very long. But if you can get this done on time, in addition to getting, whatever you get for a daily grade, I will give you 10 extra points on test grade. That is super easy. Even if you don't need the extra credit right now, I mean, that's helpful. And I'm not asking you to do anything more than what you already should be doing, which is turning your work in on time. So that'll kind of close us out for the week. And then next week, we're going to kind of wrap up AP review mode, going over all the skills that you need to be successful on the AP test. Speaking of that sort of stuff, we are going to do our second to last AP test prep tutorial today after school from 4:30 to about 5:15. It may end a little bit earlier. We're going to focus on essay writing. So we'll look at the LEQ, we'll look at the DBQ, we'll look at the rubrics. Today we'll probably focus more on like context, thesis statements. We'll focus on some of the elements that both the long essay question and the document-based question kind of share. And then next week for the finale, we'll look at just DBQ stuff, probably mainly document sourcing, because that's something that a lot of people struggle with. Again, encouraged to attend. You don't have to, but if you can, that would be great. You can attend in person or online. And plus, if you miss it, I will record the tutorial so you can check it out when you get a chance. Also, last thing, AP mock exams. We've got our second to last one tonight from 5 to 9. At this point, it is too late to sign up for that. Really, the only opportunity you have left is this Saturday from 8 to 12. I was informed this morning, while usually you can do it 24 hours in advance, Dr. Sutton, who's running the thing, he's going to close down signups at 4 p.m. today. So if you want to sign up for this thing, you need to get it done, obviously, before then. Up at the front of class, there's a little QR code that you can use on your phone. You can sign up that way. The form's on my website on Canvas towards the very top under AP resources. I also emailed the link out to you. Again, if you can get this done, I think it'd be very helpful. You'll get some feedback on how you did. If you complete the whole thing, you'll get 20 extra credit points. But the big thing, I think, is the feedback. I'll be able to tell you more or less what your AP score would have been. I'm going to be grading mock exams that have already been taken today. Even though I'm not going to be here, I will email you my feedback tomorrow at some point, or maybe even later today if I finish early. So that's kind of where we're at with that. One last thing, and I've been asked to kind of go over this with you, so just kind of bear with me. If you're taking the AP test, Miss Cordova emailed this out to you guys, but there's some really important information that she asked me to read over with you. So just kind of bear with me. I'm going to read through this. Then you'll have the rest of the period to finish up your notes, turn in your notebook, do the extra credit if you want, or work on anything else that you might be missing. Just going to read it word for word. I think that works best. Good afternoon, AP Rangers. Of course, it's morning, but whatever. This is a friendly reminder that you registered to take one or more AP exams this school year. The AP testing window is May 3rd through May the 17th. Our test for AP World History is Monday, May the 10th at 8 a.m. Remember that. Please review this email for important information about testing. First, testing schedule, location, and report times. For the AP exam schedule, please click this link. Like I said, it's been emailed to you. Students must take exams on the exact date and time their specific exam is scheduled by the College Board. Students can log in to their MyAP account or their total registration account to view registered exams. Students will be taking paper and pencil exams at CTHS during May 3rd through May 17th testing window. For the in-person kids, for the online kids, everybody's coming up here and physically taking the exam at the same time. So just remember that. Morning exams, which ours is a morning exam. Students that are scheduled to take a morning exam will need to report to CTHS by 7:15 for check-in. I was thinking 7:30, but 7:15, yeah, that's what they're asking for because it does take a while to get checked in. Students will enter the building through the courtyard gym entrance outside CTHS door 12. So from my room, you look out the window, the gym's right there to the left. That's where you're going to enter, over by the weight room. You're going to check in for testing outside the practice gym, G116. Once testing is complete, remote students will be released to return home, and in-person learners will resume their regular classes. If students miss their lunch period due to testing, they will be able to eat in the cafeteria before resuming their normal schedule. For afternoon exams, students scheduled to take afternoon exams will go to the cafeteria to eat lunch at the beginning of third period and report to the gym area by 11:30. Once testing is complete, remote students will be released to return home, and in-person students will resume their regular classes. Some really important stuff here, personal belongings. Please feel free to bring the following items for your test. Number 2, pencils. No mechanical pencils. If you don't bring any, we'll provide pencils for you. Pens with blue or black ink. Pens will be provided if needed. Now, this is something to keep in mind. You guys are going to be writing a lot. Okay, thus far, you've typed everything. It's a different process writing. So if you've got a nice pen that you like to use, like me, I'm weird. I like my specific type of blue pen, bring it. Because the pens they're going to give you ain't the best pens. They're like the cheapest dollar store pens that you could find. So given that you're going to be writing so much, I highly advise if you get a nice black or blue pen, it has to be one of those two colors, go ahead and bring it. Just make sure it's not one that like smudges and stuff because that could be problematic when they scan your essay. Water and snacks for the scheduled break. You're not going to be given water or snacks this go around. Also, you can't like have your water or your snacks as you're testing. You got to leave it outside your bag. You can access it during your break. Ours has a 10-minute break. Approved calculator if allowable on exam. Ours obviously does not have that. And you must wear a face covering. The following items are not allowed during testing: any and all electronic devices, including cell phones, tablets, laptops, and all types of watches. So don't wear a watch at all. Books, reference guides, notes, compasses, protractors, mechanical pencils, dictionaries, highlighters, or colored pens. Computers or calculators that are not approved. Earplugs, clothing or shoes with subject-related information. For additional items not allowed, refer to the AP exam terms and conditions. Electronic devices will be collected prior to students' entry to the testing room. So AP exam terms and conditions. Students must acknowledge at the start of the exam that they agree to the AP terms and conditions. Students need to review the terms and conditions found at this link prior to testing. This should have been emailed to you, but I'm also here in a little bit going to post this into Canvas under today's date. You do need to go in there and look over this stuff. because they're not going to let you test until you sign off that you did look over it. Sending scores to college. Each year, students have the opportunity to send one free score report to a college. Students have until June the 20th, 2021 to log into their MyAP account to designate the college to receive the score report. And again, they've got links embedded in this document. AP scores are not available until July. Link to get your AP scores. Late testing. Occasionally, circumstances as defined by the College Board make it necessary to test late. Depending on the reason for the late test, additional fees may be charged for late testing. It is not allowable to take a late test to have more time to study for the exam. If students have been determined to be a close contact to a person with COVID-19 or are in quarantine on the scheduled test date, they will not be able to test on their scheduled exam date, and they will qualify for a late exam. If on the morning of testing, students are ill, they qualify for a late exam. If students qualify for a late exam, they must contact Ms. Cordova within 24 hours of missing their exam for alternate testing to be arranged. Please do not assume Ms. Cordova is aware of quarantine status. You must make contact by email or phone. Ms. Cordova's contact information is found at the bottom of this email. All students that participate in late testing must take the alternate exam on the scheduled administration to late testing date at the time scheduled by the College Board. They've got a link to those dates and times here in a second. Finally, canceling an exam. Students are encouraged to take their AP exam to attempt to earn college credit for all the hard work they put into their AP courses this year. If students determine that they will not be taking the exam, students need to log into their total registration account and cancel the exam so Ms. Cordova is aware of the intent not to test. If students cancel and decide they want to test, they can still report for testing at the scheduled date and time as they have a test ordered and available. Cancellation requests will not be approved until students are present on testing day. If a student cancels an exam and is not present on the initial test date, the student will not be eligible for late testing. Please let Ms. Cordova know if you have any questions concerning AP testing. Email is the best form of communication since due to testing, Ms. Cordova is out of her office the majority of the day. So if you have questions, contact Ms. Cordova. Again, I'm going to post this in Canvas here in just a few minutes. Today, like I said, today's yours to finish up your notebook. That is due tonight. If you want to do the extra credit quiz on AP Classroom, if you have time, you can get that done. That's going to close tonight at 11:45. Tomorrow, like I said, we are going to have this periodization quiz. It's for a daily grade, but if you can get it submitted on time, ideally, you should finish it in class tomorrow. I will give you an extra 10 points on test grade just to be nice. Any questions about what's going down today or for that matter tomorrow? All right. Get to work. If you need anything, please let me know. I'm here to answer questions or help you in any way I can. Like I said, today, I'm going to start grading the mock exams. I may have them done by the end of the day. At the latest, I will reach out to you guys tomorrow. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I will be doing some work from home. So if I don't get you your mock exam results, if you've done it up to this point, I won't have the Thursday ones back yet. But if you've done it up to this point and I've got yours to grade, like I said, all goes according to plan. You should get those tomorrow at the latest. Other than that, good luck. If you need anything, please let me know. What's up, man?